Namaskara. Dear students, we are solving the problems on electrostatic potential and capacitances from the previous sessions. Today, we will continue with the some more problems on this chapter. Let's have the first problem for today's session. A spherical conductor of radius 12 centimeter has a charge of 1.6 into 10 power minus 7 coulomb distributed uniformly on its surface. What is the electric potential? ಮೂರು ಸಂದರ್ಭ ಕೇಳಿಯಾನೆ. Inside the sphere, on the surface of the sphere, at a point 18 centimeter from the center of the sphere. ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಯಾನೆ ಮಾಹಿತಿಯನ್ನು ಸಂಗ್ರಹ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗೋಣ. We are having a sphere of radius r. r ಅಷ್ಟು ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ ಇರುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ಇದೆ. ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 12 centimeter. 12 into 10 power minus 2 meter. And the surface of the sphere has been charged with a charge of q. q ಅಷ್ಟು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. What is the charge? Charge is 1.6 into 10 power minus 7 coulomb. Then we have to calculate, in the first case we have to calculate the potential inside the sphere. Anywhere inside the sphere, what is the potential? Therefore we know that potential inside the sphere is equal to potential on the surface. Therefore this is the first question. Then the second question, what is the potential on the surface of the sphere? Point surface melide. Then what is the potential on the surface of the sphere where r distance is equal to radius? Then again the potential on the surface 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r relation use ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Then in the third case, we are to the point is at 18 centimeter away. R value ಏನಾಗಿದೆ? The value of r is 18 centimeter. The point P is 18 centimeter away from the center of the sphere. At the point P, we have to calculate the potential using the relation 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r. Then let's try to calculate one by one. The first case is potential inside the sphere. We know that the potential inside the sphere is same as that on the surface of the charged sphere. Then what is the relation for the potential on the surface or inside the surface inside the sphere? It is given by V in is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r. Substitute the values. V in equals 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 9 into 10 power 9. What is the value of charge q? Q is 1.6 into 10 power minus 7 coulomb. Then what is the radius of the given sphere? 12 into 10 power minus 2 meter. Substitute the values. Simplify. 10 power minus 2 numerator 10 power plus 2 ಆಯಿತು. 10 power 9, 10 power plus 2, 10 power 11. 10 power 11 minus 10 power minus 7, 10 power 4. Therefore multiply 9 into 1.6, it is 14.4 divided by 12. 1.2 into 10 power 4 volt is the potential inside the surface. At any point inside the sphere, at any point the potential is constant. It is 1.2 into 10 power 4 volt. Then let's go with the second case. What is the potential on the surface of the sphere? Sphere in the ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂತ surface ಅಲ್ಲಿ potential ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? The same relation, V on the surface is equal to the V inside the surface, that is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into q by r. Substitute the values. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 9 into 10 power 9, charge is 1.6 into 10 power minus 7. R is 12 centimeter. 12 into 10 power minus 2, multiply 9 and 1.6, it is 14.4. 10 power plus 9, 10 power minus 7, 10 power plus 2 divided by 12 into 10 power minus 2. 10 power minus 2 numerator ತಂದಿ 10 power plus 4 ಆಯಿತು. Then it is 1.2 into 10 power 4 volt. The potential inside the sphere and on the surface of the sphere are equal. The third case, what is the potential at a point 18 centimeter from the center of the sphere? Sphere in the center in the 18 centimeter ದೂರದಲ್ಲಿ potential ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? Then the potential is given by V out is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r. R is the distance of the distance of the point from the center of the sphere. Sphere in the center ಇಂದ ಇರುವಂತಹ ದೂರ. Substitute the values. 9 into 10 power 9, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught in a SI value. Then charge is 1.6 into 10 power minus 7. What is the distance? Distance from the center of the sphere is 18 centimeter. 18 into 10 power minus 2. Substitute ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. 18 into 10 power minus 2 substitute ಆಯಿತು. Simplify 9 into 1.6, 14.4 into 10 power minus 9 into 10 power minus 7, 10 power plus 2 divided by 18 into 10 power minus 2, 10 power minus 2 numerator 10 power plus 2 into 10 power plus 2, 10 power 4 ಆಯಿತು. Then divided 0.8 into 10 power 4 volt is the potential outside the surface at a point 18 centimeter away from the center. ಇದೇ ಮಾದರಿಯ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಲೆಕ್ಕವನ್ನು ನೋಡೋಣ. A charge of 24 microcoulomb is given to a hollow metallic sphere of radius 0.15 meter. Find the potential on the surface of the sphere at a distance of 0.1 meter from the center of the sphere, at a point 0.5 meter away from the surface of the sphere. ಮೂರು ಸಂದರ್ಭಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಯಾನೆ. ಮೂರು ಸಂದರ್ಭಗಳನ್ನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಮೊದಲನೇ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ on the surface of the sphere ಅಂದಿಯಾನೆ. We have considered a sphere of radius r is 0.15 meter. ಈ ಸ್ಪಿಯರಿನ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ನ ಕೂರಿಸಿದೀವಿ. ಚಾರ್ಜ್ q, that is charge is equal to 24 microcoulomb, 24 into 10 power minus 6 coulomb. Then in the first case, what is the potential on the surface of the sphere? On the surface P ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ R ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ r ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. Then the second point at a point 0.1 meter from the center of the sphere, center ಇಂದ 0.1 meter ಅಂದ್ರೆ what is the radius? Radius is 0.15. 0.1 meter is less than 0.15 meter. Therefore it is referring that we have to calculate the potential inside the surface in inside potential na ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. Therefore we have to calculate the second case, we have to calculate the potential inside the sphere. Then in the third case, at a point 0.5 meter away from the surface of the sphere in the surface ಇಂದ 0.5 ಮೀಟರ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ಇನ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಇಂದ 0.5 ಮೀಟರ್ ದೂರ ಇದೆ. ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಇಂದ ಎಷ್ಟು ದೂರ ಇದೆ? From the center, it is nothing but radius plus distance from the surface. Radius r plus 0.5 meter from the surface. Therefore, the total distance from the center is, radius ಅನ್ನು substitute ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 0.65 meter is the total distance from the center of the sphere. Then let's calculate the values. Potential on the surface of the sphere is V surface is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r. Substitute the values. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, 9 into 10 power 9, q is 24 micro, r is 0.15. Then multiply 216, 10 power plus 9, 10 power minus 6, 10 power plus 3 I2 divided by 0.15. Then the potential on the surface is 1440 into 10 power 3 volt is the potential on the surface of the sphere. Then the second case, in the second case, potential at a point of 0.1 meter from the center of the sphere. 0.1 meter is less than 0.15 meter, that is the radius. Radius ಕಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ that point lies inside the sphere ನ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಬೀಳುತ್ತೆ. Therefore the potential inside the sphere is same as that of on the surface of the sphere. Therefore V in is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r. Substitute the values. 9 into 10 power 9 into 24 into 10 power minus 6 divided by 0.15. Then solve it. 216 into 10 power 3 divided by 0.15. It is 1440 into 10 power 3 volt. It is the potential inside the sphere which is equal to the potential on the surface of the sphere. Then the third case, potential at a point 0.5 meter away from the surface of the sphere. Surface in the 0.5 meter away ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಇಂದ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ plus distance from the surface. ತುಂಬಾ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದು. away from the surface ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ we have to make use of the radius. radius ಅನ್ನು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು because the sphere acts as a point charge ಅಂತ ಓದಿದೀವಿ. sphere point charge ರೀತಿ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಆ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದ ಹಾಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಭಾಸವಾಗುತ್ತೆ at the center of the sphere. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಇಂದಾನೆ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಇಂದ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ we have to add radius to the distance from the surface. surface ಇಂದ ಇರುವಂತ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ the distance from the center is 0.65 meter. Then the potential outside the surface is given by 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r. Substitute the values. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 9 into 10 power 9, q is 24 micro divided by 0.65. Simplify it. 216 into 10 power plus 9, 10 power minus 6, 10 power 3 divided by 0.65, that is 332.3 into 10 power 3 volt. It is the potential at a point which is lies 0.5 meter away from the surface, that is 0.65 meter from the center. ಆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್. ಇದೇ ಮಾದರಿಯ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಲೆಕ್ಕವನ್ನು ನೋಡೋಣ. Let's have one more problem. A charge of 12 microcoulomb is given to a hollow metallic sphere of radius 0.1 meter. Find potential on the surface of the sphere, at the center of the sphere, at a point at a distance of 0.2 meter from the surface. ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವಂತಹ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಯನ್ನು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ಇದೆ. ಸ್ಪಿಯರಿನ ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ 0.1 ಮೀಟರ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ಇಸ್ 0.1 ಮೀಟರ್. ಈ ಸ್ಪಿಯರಿನ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ q ಅನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 12 microcoulomb, that is 12 into 10 power minus 6 coulomb. Then in the first case we have to calculate the potential on the surface of the sphere. sphere in a surface ಮೇಲೆ potential ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? therefore surface ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇರೋ potential ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ 1 by 4 pi epsilon q by capital R. ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹಾಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ potential ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. then in the second case, what is the potential at the center of the sphere? center ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಎಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ center of the sphere? it is ನೋಡಿ, ಕೊಡುವಂತಹ ಪದಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ದ ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್. ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ದ ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ಅನ್ನೇ ಬೇರೆ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಯಾನೆ. ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ಅಂತ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿಯಾನೆ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ದ ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್. ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ದ ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ದ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್. ದೆನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಕೇಸ್, at a point at a distance of 0.2 meter from the surface. ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಇಂದ 0.2 ಮೀಟರ್ ದೂರದಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. point lies 0.2 meter from the surface. ಹಾಗೆ from the center ಎಷ್ಟು? radius plus distance from the surface. it is radius plus 0.2 meter. radius is 0.1 meter. therefore the distance from the center is 0.3 meter. We have to take care of this type of questions. if distance is from the surface, we have to add the radius. then calculate the potentials. Potential on the surface of the sphere is V surface is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r. Substitute the values. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 9 into 10 power 9 d into q is 12 into 10 power minus 6. Radius is 0.1 meter. Then simplify. 9 into 12 108 into 10 power plus 3. 10 power plus 9, 10 power minus 6, 10 power plus 3 divided by 0.1. Divided, it is 1080 into 10 power 3, or this is the potential on the surface of the sphere. Then let's go with the second case. Potential at the center of the sphere. As you know, center of the sphere is nothing but inside the sphere. Therefore the potential inside the sphere is same as that on the surface of the sphere. centrally surface ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು potential ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಅಷ್ಟೇ potential ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕಲ್ತಿದೀವಿ. therefore potential inside is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r. values ಗಳನ್ನು substitute ಮಾಡೋಣ. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 9 into 10 power 9, q is 12 into 10 power minus 6 divided by r is radius is 0.1 meter. therefore the potential inside the sphere remains constant and its value is equal to potential on the surface. Therefore, potential inside is also 1080 into 10 power 3 volt. ಮೂರನೇ ಕೇಸನ್ನು ನೋಡೋಣ. The potential at a point at a distance of 0.2 meter from the surface. ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಇಂದ 0.2 ಮೀಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ನಾವು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಇಂದ 0.2 ಮೀಟರ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಇಂದ ಎಷ್ಟು ದೂರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ? ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ plus the distance from the surface. ಎರಡನ್ನ add ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ then we will get the distance from the center of the sphere. Therefore r is 0.1, distance is 0.2. Therefore the distance from the center of the sphere is 0.3 meter. Then make use of the relation v at a point outside the surface is given by v out is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r. Substitute the values. V out is equal to 9 into 10 power 9. Charge is 12 micro divided by 0.3. Therefore 108 into 10 power 3 divided by 0.3. Therefore the potential outside the surface is 360 into 10 power 3 volt. It is the potential outside the surface at a point 0.2 meter away from the surface. ಈ ಮಾದರಿಯ ಲೆಕ್ಕಗಳು ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾವೆ. Let's have the next problem. The electric field at a point due to a point charge is 20 Newton per coulomb and electric potential at that point is 10 joule per coulomb. Calculate the distance of the point from the charge and magnitude of the charge. ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಯನ್ನು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ತುಂಬಾ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂಥ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ. There is a charge, ಒಂದು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇದೆ. ಈ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇಂದ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ದೂರದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇದೆ P ಅಂತ. At this point he has given that the electric field is 20 Newton per coulomb. Electric field 20 Newton per coulomb ಇದೆ ಅಂತೆ. ಅದೇ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಈಸ್ 10 ಜೌಲ್ per coulomb ಇದೆ. ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ P ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇಂದ ಎಷ್ಟು ದೂರದಲ್ಲಿದೆ? We have to calculate the distance of the point from the charge and hence we have to calculate the magnitude of the charge. ಚಾರ್ಜಿನ ಬೆಲೆಯನ್ನು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. We are having a relation between electric field and electric potential. What is the relation? E is equal to delta V by delta L ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಓದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. Delta V by delta L or E is equal to potential difference by distance or E is equal to potential by distance. ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದೇ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ, ಬರೆಯುವಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭಕ್ಕೆ ತಕ್ಕಂಗೆ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತೀವಿ. E is equal to, therefore at a point P that at a distance r from a charge Q, E and V are given by E is equal to potential by distance or potential difference by distance. The E is equal to delta V by delta L or E is equal to V by R. ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದೇ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ಗಳು. ಈ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ರಿಅರೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ R is equal to V by E ಆಯಿತು. Substitute the value of potential and the field. Therefore R is equal to 10 by 20. Then the distance is 0.5 meter from the charge. ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇಂದ 0.5 ಮೀಟರ್ ದೂರದಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ P ಇದೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ನ ಬೆಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟು? Let's calculate the value of the charge. We know that potential V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q by R. Potential ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ, R value ನಾವು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. Let's find the value of the charge Q. Substitute the value. Potential is 10, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is 9 into 10 power 9 into Q value ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. Distance is 0.5 meter. Simplify on cross multiplying. Q is equal to 10 into 0.5 divided by 9 into 10 power 9. Go with the calculation. 10 power plus 9 numerator ಬಂತು 10 power minus 9 ಆಯಿತು. Then this value is 0.55 into 10 power minus 9 coulomb is the charge on the sphere. This is the charge placed at a distance of 0.5 meter from the point P. Let's have the next problem. An electric dipole of dipole moment 10 nano coulomb meter is in a uniform electric field of 1 kilovolt per meter. What is the maximum torque that can act on the dipole What is the torque on the dipole when its dipole moment is at 30 degree to the direction of the electric field? What is the work done or energy stored in rotating the dipole through 30 degree from the direction of the field? ಒಂದೇ ಲೆಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೂರು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿದಾನೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಯನ್ನು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ದಿಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಟಾಗ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಟಾರ್ಕ್? ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮೊದಲನೇ ಪಾಠದಲ್ಲಿ ಓದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಟಾರ್ಕ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಬೈ ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ಇನ್ ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್. ಎರಡನೇ ಪಾಠದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಯಾನೆ. Then let's first calculate the first question. What is the maximum torque? We have learned that if the dipole moment is 10 nanocoulomb meter and electric field is 1 kilovolt per meter, we have learned that torque on a dipole in a uniform electric field is tau is equal to P cross E. Then on expanding the cross product, tau is equal to P sin theta. When sin theta is maximum? Sin theta is maximum when theta is 90 degree. Sin 91 agate, that is the maximum value. Therefore, the torque is maximum when you place the dipole perpendicular to the field. Field ಗೆ perpendicular ಆಗಿಟ್ಟಾಗ sin theta 90 agate, sin 91 agate, then the torque becomes maximum. Therefore, we have to place the dipole perpendicular to the electric field when the torque is maximum and theta is 90 degree. The dipole is perpendicular to the dipole moment is perpendicular to the uniform electric field. Then substitute the value of P, E and theta. Therefore, tau is equal to P sin theta. Tau maximum is when theta is 90 degree. Substitute the value of P and E. P is 10 nanocoulomb meter ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಯಾನೆ. 10 into 10 power minus 9 is 1 kilovolt ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಯಾನೆ. 1 into 10 power 3 sin 90 becomes 1. On simplification, the maximum torque on the dipole is 10 into 10 power minus 6 Newton meter. Is the maximum torque on the given dipole. ಎರಡನೇ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ನೋಡೋಣ. What is the torque on the dipole when the dipole moment is at 30 degree to the direction of electric field? Now maximum torque theta 90 ಇದೆ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ theta 30 degree ಇದ್ದಾಗ what is the torque ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿಯಾನೆ. Let's find the value that the torque on the dipole when its dipole moment is at 30 degree to the direction of electric field. Electric field ಗೆ 30 degree ಅಲ್ಲಿ dipole ಇದೆ. Then theta is P and D ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಯಾನೆ. Theta is 30 degree to an electric field. Then we know that torque is equal to P cross E. P sin theta. Substitute the values. Dipole moment, electric field and theta substitute ಮಾಡೋಣ. Dipole moment 10 into 10 power minus 9, 10 nanocoulomb meter. Electric field 1 kilo means 10 power 3 volt per meter. Then theta is 30 degree. Simplify it. 10 into 10 power minus 9, 1 into 10 power 3 sin 90 is half. Simplify. 2 ones are 2 5s are hoitu. Then for 5 into 10 power minus 6 Newton meter is the torque experienced by a dipole when it is placed at 30 degree to the uniform electric field. ಮೂರನೇ ಕೇಸನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಯಾನೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಕೇಸ್? ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ಆರ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿಯಾನೆ. therefore let's go for the third case. The work done or energy stored in rotating a dipole through 30 degree from the direction of electric field. From the direction of the electric field ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ನ ದಿಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ಮೊಮೆಂಟ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಥೀಟಾ 1 0 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ 30 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಅಂದಾಗ ಥೀಟಾ 2 30 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಪಿ ಮತ್ತು ಈ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಯಾನೆ. ವಿ ನೋ ದಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ಆರ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಇಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಬೈ ಪಿ ಇ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಕಾಸ್ ಥೀಟಾ 1 ಮೈನಸ್ ಕಾಸ್ ಥೀಟಾ 2. ಯಾವ ಕೋನದಿಂದ ಯಾವ ಕೋನಕ್ಕೆ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಟಾರ್ಕಿಗೆ ವಿರುದ್ಧವಾಗಿ ಏನು ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವೋ ದಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ಇಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಬೈ ಪಿ ಇ cos theta 1 minus cos theta 2. Now here in this case the initially dipole is along the direction of the field, hence theta 1 is 0 degree. Now the dipole is rotated against the torque against dipole rotate ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. Therefore we have rotated to an angle of 30 degree. Theta 2 equals 30 degree ಆಗಿದೆ. Substitute the values. The work done or the potential energy is equal to 10 into 10 power minus 9. E is 1 into 10 power 3. Cos theta 1 is 0 minus cos theta 2 is 30. Therefore, simplify madana. 10 into 10 power minus 6 ಆಯಿತು. Cos 0 1 minus cos 30 root 3 by 2. Calculate the values. Root 3 by 2 is 0.866. Therefore, work done is equal to 1.34 into 10 power minus 6 joule is the work done on rotating the dipole at an angle of 30 degree. 30 degree angle ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡಿದಂಥ ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ 1.34 into 10 power minus 6 joule from the direction of the electric field. ಮುಂದಿನ ಲೆಕ್ಕವನ್ನು ನೋಡೋಣ. Determine the electrostatic potential energy of a system consisting of two charges 7 microcoulomb and minus 2 microcoulomb and with no external field. ಯಾವುದೇ external field ಇಲ್ಲ. Placed at minus 9 centimeter, comma 0, comma 0 and 9 centimeter, comma 0, comma 0 respectively. ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಯ ನೋಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಆಮೇಲೆ. How much work is required to separate the two charges infinitely away from each other? Suppose that some same system of charges is now placed in an external field. E is equal to 4 into 1 by r square, where A is 9 into 10 power 5 coulomb meter square. What would be the electrostatic energy of the configuration be? ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಯನ್ನು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. Two charges are placed at minus 9 centimeter, comma 0, comma 0. This is in the form of Cartesian coordinate. Representation is in the form of Cartesian coordinate x, y, z ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿದೆ. Then let's imagine a Cartesian system in which at minus 9 ಅಂದರೆ x axis ಅಲ್ಲಿ minus 9, y value ಮತ್ತು z value 0 ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ it is on negative x axis ಅಲ್ಲಿದೆ. Therefore, the q1 of charge of 7 microcoulomb is at a point of x1 is equal to minus 9 centimeter and the another charge q2 of minus 2 microcoulomb is at a point of plus 9 centimeter on the x-axis. Therefore, the distance between the two charges minus 9 plus 9 distance is 18 centimeter. Distance 18 centimeter ಇದೆ. Origin ಇಂದ plus 9 right side ಗೆ, origin ಇಂದ minus 9 left side ಗೆ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ the distance between the two charges is 18 centimeter ಆಗಿದೆ. Then in the first case, let's determine the electrostatic potential energy of this system of two charge ಇಂದ electrostatic potential energy ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಂತ first case ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯೋಣ. The electrostatic potential energy of the system of two charges is given by U is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 by r. Values na substitute madana. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 9 into 10 power 9. q1 is 7 micro, 7 into 10 power minus 6. q2 is minus 2 micro, minus 2 into 10 power minus 6. What is the distance between the two charges? Distance is 9 plus 9, 18 centimeter is the distance between the charges. 18 into centi, 10 power minus 2. Simplify madana. 10 power minus 2 numerator ಬಂದರೆ 10 power plus 2 ಆಯಿತು. 10 power plus 2, 10 power plus 9, 10 power 11. 10 power 11 into 10 power minus 6 into 10 power minus 6, 10 power minus 1 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Therefore, on simplifying, minus 9 to the 18 cancel ಆಯಿತು. minus 7 into 10 power minus 1 joule is the energy. 10 power minus 7 ಅಂದರೆ 0.1 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಥವಾ 1 divided by 10 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. On simplifying, 0.7 joule of potential energy is stored in the system of two charges. Then if I want to, in the second case, if I want to separate them these charges to infinity, what is the work done? ಇವರಿಬ್ಬರನ್ನ infinity ತನಕ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ, when the distance become infinite, what is the potential energy? We know that potential energy is inversely proportional to the distance. U is inversely proportional to R. R infinite adaga potential energy tend towards zero. This is very very important. When the charges are infinitely away, the potential energy will be zero. Therefore ivaga potential energy initial estide potential energy minus 0.7 joule ide. ಏನಾದ್ರು ಇನ್ಫೈನೈಟಿಗೆ ತೊಗೊಂಡೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಫೈನಲ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಝೀರೋ. ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ ನಾವು ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿನ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡೂ ವರ್ಕ್. ದ ವರ್ಕ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡನ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಚೇಂಜಿಂಗ್ ದ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ. ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ವರ್ಕ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಥಿಯರಮ್, from the work energy theorem, to separate the two charges infinitely away from each other, the work done is W is equal to UF minus UI. The change in potential energy is nothing but work done. The change in potential energy is nothing but work done. Work energy theorem ಅನ್ನು ನೆನಪು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Therefore work done is equal to final potential energy. Infinite ಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ potential energy becomes zero. ಇವಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ potential energy? minus 0.7 ಇದೆ. 0 minus of minus 0.7 minus into minus plus ಆಯಿತು. Therefore work done is plus 0.7 joule of work has done to separate the charges to infinity. Charges on infinity ತಗೊಂಡೋಗೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವಂತ work done is plus 0.7 joules. ಮೂರನೇ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಇದೇ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ? It has been placed in an external field of E is equal to A by R square. E is equal to A by R square external field ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ A ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 9 into 10 power 5 ಕೂಲಂಬ್ per meter square ಇದೆ ಅಂತೆ. ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗೋಣ. It has been given the electrostatic energy of in an external field of E is equal to A into 1 by R square ಅಥವಾ A by R square. ಹಾಗಿರೋ potential energy in an external field ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? It is given by U is equal to V of R1 into Q1 plus V of R2 into Q2 plus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R12. ಈ ಒಂದು ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ನಾವು ಓದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಬೇಕು. ಆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ -9 ಸೆಂಟಿಮೀಟರ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ, ದೆನ್ +9 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ, ಆ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಬೇಕು. ಬಟ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಇರೋದೇನೋ, ವಿ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಇದೆ. Let's convert the electric field in terms of magnitude of the potential. We know that it has been given E is equal to A by R square. We know that E is equal to V by R. Delta V by delta R ಅಥವಾ V by R ಅಂತ ಓದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಶಿಪ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್. ಇವರಿಬ್ರು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈಕ್ವೇಟ್ ದೆಮ್. ಇವರಿಬ್ರನ್ನ ಈಕ್ವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ V by R is equal to A by R square. R ಅನ್ನ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿ 1R ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಯಿತು. Therefore potential is A by R. The potential at the point given point is A by R. Substitute ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Therefore the potential energy V of R1 is equal to A by R1 into Q1 plus V of R2 is equal to A by R2 into Q2. Then the 1 by 4 plus not Q1 Q2 by R12 ಹಾಗೆ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ನಾವು substitute the values ಅನ್ನು substitute ಮಾಡಿ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿ. ತುಂಬಾ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಇದಾವೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. A is 9 into 10 power 5 coulomb per meter square. A value. What is the distance from the origin? Origin the distance ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ಗಳು ನೆನಪಿರಲಿ. R1 and R2 are position vector. Distance from the origin. Therefore distance from the origin is 9 into 10 power minus 2. Then what is the charge Q1? 7 into 10 power minus 6. Substitute the value of A, 9 into 10 power minus 5, 10 power 5. R2 distance from the origin. Charge Q2 in a distance from the origin, 9 into 10 power minus 2. The charge is minus 2 into 10 power minus 6. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, 9 into 10 power 9. Q1 and Q2, 7 into 10 power minus 6 into minus 2 into 10 power minus 6. R21 distance between the two charges. Q1 ಮತ್ತು Q2 ಗಳ ನಡುವೆ ಇರುವಂತ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ R12 ಅಂತ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. Therefore distance between the two charges is 18 into 10 power minus 2. Then on simplifying 9 cancel ಆಯಿತು. 10 power plus 5 into 10 power plus 2, 10 power 7 ಆಯಿತು into 10 power minus 6, 10 power plus 1 ಆಯಿತು. 9 ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ minus 2 into 10 power minus 1 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 9 1s are 9 2s are 18 ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗಿ 7 into 10 power minus 1 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Therefore this equation on solving this 70 into 20 70 minus 20 minus 0.7 on calculating the potential energy stored in the system in the uniform electric field is 49.3 joule. This is the potential energy stored in the external field of A by R square, where A is 9 into 10 power 5 coulomb per meter square. This is the potential energy stored in the system of two charges. Dear students, we try to have some problems on potential in this session. We will continue with some more problems on this chapter in the next session.